Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April the 27th, and we're going to be talking about WWE's greatest Royal Rumble results. I said I would be doing this on Saturday, but I don't do videos on the weekend. That's the only time I get a break of doing videos. I love filming videos, but I don't do it on the weekends. Like everybody else with jobs, they actually get a day off. So I'm going to get a day off, and my dog over here likes to go behind me. I might do a two-part video, one for the matches and one for the 50-man Royal Rumble match. So here we go. For the first match, we had John Cena versus Triple H. It was a pointless match, but it was an okay match. It was okay. I didn't really like it, but it wasn't decent. It was just an okay match. We saw John Cena doing the AA, Triple H kicked out. We saw the pedigree. John Cena kicked out, and then Cena did multiple different AAs. He did AA, then he slingshots in the turnbuckle, another AA, and then he gets the win. And he said thanks to the King, Jeddah. I always forget the country's name, but the King that was hosting this whole event. Alright, so that's what happened there. We had John Cena beat Triple H. Finally, he gets a win. Then we had Cedric Alexander champion versus Kalisto in a singles match for the Cruiserweight title. This match was a pretty good match. I've seen a lot of Cruiserweight matches, and this one was a pretty good. We saw a high-flying spots. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen, but I think they botched one little thing. Is Mr. Kalisto tried to do a Hurricane or a head scissors like the Rey Mysterio does, but Cedric Alexander went flying right into the corner. I don't know they meant to do that, but that was funny. And we saw the Del Sol, whatever his Kalisto's finisher name is, and then it got reversed to a Lombard check by Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander retains the title. Then we have Bray Wyatt and the Woken Matt Hardy versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the vacate Raw Tag Team Championships. This match was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was decent. But like I said, they're not going to bring a red belt to the blue brand. So they didn't give it to Cesaro and Sheamus. The winner of that match was Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. Bray Wyatt won another championship on SmackDown. He won the SmackDown Tag Team titles. What's different here? He never won the tag team titles with his wife family people. Technically you could have the Freebirds rule with Luke Harper. But I'm talking about like Bray Wyatt won the tag team titles with Randy Orton. Now he won it with Matt Hardy. I guess I don't know what am I saying. But Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy won it. I'm so happy because I want to see these guys actually be successful and Bray Wyatt be successful as well. Then we had Jeff Hardy champion versus Jinder Mahal for the United States Championship. This match was a little boring. I got bored of it. But people say Jeff Hardy made a botch. I didn't see it because I was bored. I was falling asleep because this match was boring because I don't like Jinder Mahal that much. I'm sorry. But if you guys fans of Jinder Mahal, I respect the guy, but muscle guys for me, when they try to wrestle, they don't know how to wrestle. John Cena, people say he does not wrestle. He has spy moves. The guy could make a good match. Jinder Mahal, Jeff Hardy made a good match. Jeff Hardy botched, and he was trying to do the whisper to win, and he missed Jinder Mahal, and Jinder Mahal suddenly fall down on his own. Pretty cool. Okay. Then we had the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan, champions, versus the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, in a tag team match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. I chose the Bludgeon Brothers because they just won the titles. And they're not going to just lose them. They're dominant. They're going to destroy everybody. Like they did to the Usos. They destroyed the Usos in a 5-minute match. But Usos did super kicks, they did a whole bunch of stuff, and the Bludgeon Brothers just did their powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, the Bludgeon Brothers retains. Seth Rollins champion versus Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz Intercontinental Championship ladder match. This match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was awesome. The Miz got beat up. Samoa Joe got beat up. I don't think Samoa Joe ever climbed the ladder. But at the ending, somehow Seth Rollins jumped on. I don't know it was when Seth Rollins jumped on the ladder, but Finn Balor banged his head on the ladder and his eye was busted open. And Seth Rollins stole the win because he jumped. Finn Balor almost got the title. Seth Rollins jumps off the ropes and he climbs and takes out the title and dove out off the ladder and he gets the win. Seth Rollins retains the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said, Seth Rollins is going to win because they're not going to let the SmackDown guys, Samoa Joe and The Miz, win, and they're definitely not going to make Finn Balor win yet. I think that's going to be like a Backlash. We're going to see no, never mind. At Backlash, we're going to see Seth Rollins versus The Miz. Alright, guys, I got really upset about this one because of the ending. We have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. It was a pretty decent match. It was fast-paced, better than WrestleMania, kind of better WrestleMania. But the match was okay until the end. Shinsuke and AJ Styles were fighting outside the ring. The ref counted to 10, so that means we have a double count out, and AJ Styles is still the WWE Champion. Everybody booed, like seriously, and we're going to see them fight once again at Backlash. So this match, sorry, I didn't like it. I didn't like the ending. It was a pretty good match. We've seen the low blows. We've seen AJ Styles trying to do a phenomenal form, but I don't think we ever seen the finishers. This match was pretty better than WrestleMania. Undertaker versus Rusev in a casket match. You guys could guess who won the match, but this match was pretty good. Undertaker had some rough hits. He got a kick in the head by Rusev. Aiden English tried to stop Undertaker putting Rusev through the casket. But ladies and gentlemen, Rusev just got tombstone, and Rusev was already in the casket, and he had a buddy with him in the casket. He got buried alive. I don't think it was buried alive, but he was in the casket with Aiden English. And then we have Brock Lesnar, champion, versus Roman Reigns. On here, I will tell you, in a steel cage match for the Universal Championship. This was Finisher City. Because we've seen F5s, we saw German suplexes, we saw Superman punches, and we saw spears. We saw the cage got used, and then Roman Reigns did a spear, and Brock Lesnar was on the cage with zip ties. Those things are weak. And we saw Roman Reigns did a spear through the cage. Both men fell out of the ring. But they're saying, I hope you guys know the rules of a steel cage match. If you're going to go over the top rope, over the cage, your both feet must touch the ground. Because I've seen a whole bunch of steel cages, people had their both hands on the ground. Didn't count. I saw somebody had their back on the ground and their feet was on the stairs. Didn't count. But this one, they said Brock Lesnar hit the floor with his back, so he wins. Brock Lesnar's feet was still on the steel cage that wasn't on the outside the ring. Roman Reigns' feet touched the ground first. I chose Brock Lesnar, but I think it was a stupid idea to say that Brock Lesnar won. But on this thing, on my Wikipedia, maybe I will show you guys what I'm talking about here. I don't want to show you guys who won the Royal Rumble, but it says right here, ended in a draw. So it was ended in a draw. Thank God, but Brock Lesnar still the WWE's Universal Champion. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a part 2. I'm going to be filming another part of this whole thing. We're going to do the 50-man Royal Rumble match. And I will tell you all the guys that is part of this Royal Rumble match, who started it, who didn't start, who started it, 1 and 2, and who was number 50. And the surprise entrance, the returns, and some guy I don't know who was in it. So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be coming up. Hope you guys enjoy it. Tyler is out. I see you on part 2. Tyler's out.